Madden 19 simulation. Vikings versus the Seahawks will be on the way shortly. If anybody wants to come in and timestamp when the start of the stream starts, that'd be appreciated. I'll get everything set up on my end. Hopefully everything sounds good. It sounds good. It sounds good on my end. So hopefully y'all sound good on your end. But I'm very excited about this game. It's huge. Playoff football for the Vikings start in December. This will be fun. This will be a lot of fun. So, like always, I'll get my first roster all loaded up. And I have the injury report on the side here. So, I can get this whole roster set up as realistically as possible. And I should, hopefully during Christmas, I get the right equipment where I will be able to use face cam during stream. So it should be a lot better, especially in playoffs. Hopefully if the Vikings get a couple playoff games, maybe 3, 4, those would be really hype, because I think face cam would add to the hype parts of these. And then when we get into the next year, it should be all good face cam simulation, so it should be a lot of fun. So since the Vikings play on Monday night, everything's going to be a little bit off, but I'm trying to get a really good schedule down. But like I said, this week, whenever there's not a Sunday game, it'll be a little bit different. But let's see what we have here. I'll just go to the depth chart. So the current injury report, of course, BB didn't participate. Kendricks didn't. Kendricks actually has a rib injury. That could be pretty big. But hopefully the Vikings would actually play Jaron Curse. David Morgan still dealing with his knee injury, and Trey Waynes. I'm gonna just guess Trey Waynes is gonna be out. I don't think that's the biggest guess in the world. So probably no Waynes. Dalvin, Thielen, and Diggs. Thielen is not on the injury report, so that's really, really big. So hopefully he's basically 100. And Stephon was limited on Thursday, but he should be a lot better than he did look last week. Hopefully he doesn't have to sit out on those third downs, because that really sucked last week. Still him. Unfortunately, still him. Still Remmers at guard. That's hard to see. Barr is good. Kendricks is not. So, who do we say is he has a rib injury, but Kendricks is tough. I didn't really see him get hurt during the game, so I'm just gonna leave him in there. Gideon's fine. So Waynes is out. So this is huge. Now we all of a sudden have to use this guy a little bit on the depth chart. But we're gonna have Waynes. We're just gonna say he's all the way out. I'm gonna put Jaron. Now I'm gonna do something like this. Is Mackenzie Alexander on here? I don't know why Mackenzie was out of the game so often last week, but it should be more like this. Xavier Rhodes has a hamstring, but he's had full participation on Thursday, so he should be good to go. Unfortunately, Rhodes doesn't match up well against many of the Seahawks wide receivers, but that's still not a horrible top 3. And then Smith, I don't know why Hill's there. It should be Anthony Harris. Well, I might do a video, actually, let's just say I will do a video on Sandejo in the future. It might be after the season, but whether or not he's worth having him being on the roster next year. And I know a lot of people have been critical on Dan Bailey, but I think a lot of that's due to coaching, and Matt Wild didn't go on the field to the last 10 seconds, and I think that affected that kick last week. Otherwise, I think we're pretty good. So I'll see if there's any changes I have to do for the Seahawks quick, then we'll get into the simulation. So Doug Baldwin might be out. He did not participate on Thursday. Dwayne Brown, their tackle, is also hurt. So let's look. Dwayne Brown, if he's out, that's absolutely huge, and Everson would just have a heyday. Deion Jordan, their defensive end, who's pretty solid. Yeah, he's out, or he did not participate. KJ Wright, he's out. He's another starter on their defense. So they have some key pieces that are hurt well. Shout out to Shamar Stephen still being on the Seahawks. And then Shaquem Griffin, one of the cooler draft picks this year, is on the injury report as well. I'm just going to say they're playing. I think Doug Baldwin's a tough enough guy that he'll play. So, y'all waited long enough. Playoff football is basically here. Shift over to the live chat and we'll get into this. Oh, look at this. Favorite team's game. Alright, so we are in Seattle. One of the toughest stadiums to play in. Probably, it's probably something like the Patriot Stadium, and then U.S. Bank, and then Seattle. I just completely whiffed over it, didn't I? I'm gonna go here. Well, let's see what type of playbook I have the Vikings using. Cause I made a different one that included a little less tight ends. We're using that one, so it should be all right. I'm gonna go here. 15. Night game. It's Seattle, and we'll just make it realistic and random. All right, playoff football's here. Not exactly a winner go home situation, but the winner will be in the playoff picture. The loser will have to need help to get in, so this will be tough. I believe the Seahawks are currently the 6th seed in the NFC, where the Vikings are right on the bubble at the 7 or 8th seed, something like that. Whatever the case is, whoever wins this game will be in the playoff picture. But winning out is almost a must for both teams. You don't want to need help to get into the playoffs, and the Vikings still have some tough games coming up, including the Bears to end the year, which potentially the Vikings win this game. The Bears game could very much be for the NFC North, and that would be quite the turnaround. For how mediocre the Vikings can win, they could still come through with the NFC North division title. With the Bears playing the Rams this week, I think it's a very good chance that they lose and the Vikings could win. The Bears honestly could lose all the way out. They've been overperforming all year, and now they're finally getting a tough stretch of games. And I was kind of thinking about turning the announcers off for this simulation, since I'm the one talking the most. What's up, Antondo? Since I'm the one talking the most, I was thinking about turning these announcers off. For one, they're distracting if you're trying to listen to me. Two, they're horrible. But the way Madden's set up, it's just so horrible. As horrible as the announcers are, the crowd noise and the players, the field noise is even worse and so generic than horrible. Like, it's stuff you would expect from a game made in 1999. So I have to have these announcers are, because at least they're a little bit more refined, and they put a little bit of effort into that. So we'll go off, and this playoff picture is in the air, and the Seahawks will start at the 25-yard line trying to make a statement in their opening drive. Russell Wilson's one of the most fun quarterbacks to watch in the league, and it will be a tough matchup all day for the Vikings. I really hope J-Ron Curse is on the field. The Vikings don't need to play as many linebackers in this game. We need speed on the field, and I think the Seahawks will try to take shots at the Vikings' depleted secondary. They will test Xavier Rhodes' hamstring. So that'll be all the matchups will be tough in this game.
Last year on the heels of the 21 you mentioned the season before.
The playoff rookie running back Penny, or Carson. Carson with the right up the middle, barely anything. This Vikings D-line has to control this game and force the Seahawks to pass the football. If the Seahawks are one-dimensional, they are much worse. Their receivers are solid, but basically double Doug Baldwin, and you're good. Baldwin's probably like a top 15 or so receiver, very solid, but not somebody that should be able to just completely own you. So he should be okay. Just give him safety help. But the Vikings do not match very up well against them. 3-time drop, out route. Baldwin tipped away. On coverage, undrafted rookie corner Holton Hill, who will be challenged in this game. Both Vikings corners, Xavier Rhodes with his tough hamstring, and Holton Hill, the lack of experience in an undrafted player, and went undrafted for a reason, and now will probably be starting in this game. There's a decent chance we'll have Mackenzie Alexander start instead, but whatever the case is, we'll see a lot of Holton Hill in this game, and the Seahawks will really try to get that matchup. So you see here the Vikings come out in the nickel. Mackenzie Alexander matched up at the top of the screen. And a shotgun 3rd and 8. Here comes the Vikings, 4-man pass rush, open pocket, deep downfield, it's picked on the opening drive. It's the Hitman. The Seahawks took their shot. Harrison run it like a buck and jumped the route. And the Vikings will be set up with a very good field position at the 37. Just double coverage there. Both safeties had a chance for that pick. Harrison Smith just outjumped everybody. Looked like just straight up zone coverage and just a poor read that time by Russell Wilson. Usually doesn't make that throw. Probably does not make that throw in real life. But in Madden, God awful Madden 19, anything can happen.
I don't think so.
So the Vikings 1st and 10. I set up at the 37. The Vikings in Madden have been very inconsistent in various different ways. I believe I did make one change though, where we should see Aldrick Robinson slotted as the Vikings number 2 wide receiver. But this time the Vikings start out 2 tight ends in the game. Tyler Conklin in the game, top of the screen, and run with Dalvin. I didn't do that enough this time. You see why. -1 yards in their opening carry. And running the game with Dalvin is going to be the key, whether or not this Vikings team can go and be a premier playoff team or be a one and done or not even make the playoff team type of team. Because we are not good enough to win with just our passing game. We've seen that all year. So we will have to run the football and keep running the football when it's going well. The Vikings seriously need to get more physical offensive linemen to move the pile. For the Vikings lineup, 2 receivers bottom of the screen, 3-step drop for Cousins. He scrambles, throws it to his left. It's a tumbling catch for Stephon Diggs, gain of 5. And that will bring up a 3rd and a medium 6. And the Vikings at the 41 don't want to squander this field position right after the interception. This will be a big 3rd down upcoming.
And what did we just see there? You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
3rd and 6 out of the shotgun is Kirk Cousins. Here he goes. Everybody leaves. Dalvin has him underneath. He's going to throw to him. It's Dalvin, but he falls out of bounds. Cousins threw it to him way too late. He had him about 5 seconds earlier. Would have had him easily. But waited until they got to the sideline. Dalvin took the catch but couldn't stay in bounds. Gain of only 2. And the Vikings will probably have a punt coming up. 4th and 3 from the 45. Here comes Matt Weil. The punt is in the air. It's a good one. Will hit right at the 3, then fall in the end zone. And the Seahawks got saved by their defense. Look at the ball back at the 20. Pretty horrible offensive series for the Vikings. Had a chance to make the Seahawks pay from the interception. And even after the offense spun their wheels, the punter couldn't even have a good punt and pin him deep. something the Vikings did a lot in New England. Whenever they made good plays, they couldn't capitalize on the other's end. So here comes the Vikings on defense. Looks like a single high look on the opening play. Anthony Barr is lined up looking like a stand-up defensive end bottom of the screen. The Seahawks are in eyes play action. Russell scrambling to his right, throws it to his right, and it skips to the 40 to the 45, incomplete. Russell started out this game 0 for 3 with a pick.
If they can put together a 3-game winning streak somewhere, they could have a shot at it.
And if you're looking at the end of the season, great news for the Seahawks. 4 of their last 5 games at home. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10.
But I still think both these teams should be the 2 wildcard teams, with the potential of Vikings maybe making the NFC North division title. But now we see Sheldon Richardson, the stud defensive pickup, and you can make the case him and Cousins have been both just as inconsistent. But it's harder for an interior defensive lineman, especially one that specializes in pass rush, to consistently make plays. He's no Aaron Donald, but nobody is. That's why he's Aaron Donald. But he is a very good 3-tech, and I think a big help to the Vikings defense, which has been very underrated. But the Vikings line up in a 3-safety look on 3rd and 11. 2, and we see Jaron Kearse. Here comes a blitz. Vikings blitz 7. Russell scrambling, and he gets brought down. Set up by Everson, finished by Sheldon. And the Seahawks go 3 and out. And shout out to my voice being back. I think I'm basically 100%. So that's good news to everybody that doesn't like horrible sounding videos from my voice.
Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael.
And here comes the punt. These two trading blows, something we saw in the wild card game a few years ago with the famous Blair Walsh miss. And after the good Marcus Gerald's return, the Vikings will be set up near midfield at the 44.
And the Vikings now heading onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Cousins and the Vikings.
1st and 10 from the 44.
At their own 44.
Vikings line up out of the shotgun. Kyle Rudolph in a tight end and 3 receivers. Here comes Dalvin making a man miss. Good run on 1st down, gain of 7. 2nd and 3 upcoming. Dalvin Cook, so important in the Vikings offense, has been utilized so poorly this year. Many blame it on offensive coordinator Coach DeFilippo, where a lot of people just say it's a horrible offensive line. It's definitely an area where it's both the options. Dalvin was also hurt for about half the year, but now I think he's pretty obviously 100% healthy. As you see the total yards in this game, Seattle sitting at -3. But here we go, 3 receivers bunch, bottom of the screen movement on the offensive line. Probably a false start on the Vikings, so we'll squander that 7-yard run to make it a 2nd and short. Now it's a 2nd and long.
Still 2nd down.
I think the problem with a lot of Vikings fans last week in New England is Dalvin ran well, and it was only a 1-score game, and even towards the end, they just didn't have Dalvin on the field when he's doing so well. You have to do the hot hand at times. I get it. You can get rid of the run game when it's not doing anything, but when it is, keep doing it. The Vikings line with 3 tight ends and will pass out of it. Here comes Cousins. He has all the time in the world. Too long. He's scrambling to his left. Heel running. He runs into a sack. Loss of 5, 100% on Captain Oblivious Kirk Cousins.
Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility, the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down.
What a drive. First play, they gained 7, penalty, loss of 5. Another penalty, another sack, loss of 5. Now it's 3rd and 12 from 41. They were almost in field goal range on the very first play. Now they're going to have to punt. They'll line up with 5 receivers on the field. Cousins alone. He has time, throws a strike up the middle. It's caught. Kyle Rudolph, first down, Minnesota at the 46. This will be the first play in the opposing team's territory.
Tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
That is one of my favorite plays to do on 3rd and long. So it's obviously in the playbook, and you might see that various times in this game. You have 5 wide, the tight end will be in the slot top, he'll just do a little slant curl, and it's very good to pick up 8 or 10, but now we line up 3 on the top of the screen. It looks like another run play. Dalvin has a hold of the outside. Dalvin powers forward, gain of 5. Dalvin Cook looking very strong so far on this one. These outside runs are so good with Dalvin. The Vikings finally did it last week. The problem is we gave up. Second and 4 from the 41. Pistol. Dalvin will run forward, breaks through an arm tackle, runs forward, gain of 2, maybe 3. 3rd and a short 2 from the 39. For my money, this is 4-down territory. It'd be a very long kick, especially with the Vikings kicking moves all season, whether it's been Daniel Carlson or ex-Cowboys kicker Dan Bailey. The Vikings don't want to put it in the hands of their kicker, or in this case, their foot. So the Vikings on 3rd and 2 with the fullback in the game. They'll run with it. Latavius powers forward, first down, gain of 4. Latavius, the short yardage guy, and he proved it that time. And more importantly, very good run blocking on the interior of the Vikings offensive line, which have been so poor this year.
That big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
First and 10 from the 35.
To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Vikings line up 4 wide. Chad Beebe is apparently healthy in the slot near the line of scrimmage. It's Cousins throws it deep. And it is Chad Beebe. First down, 24 yards.
That one goes for 24 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11.
First and 10 from 11. They'll run Dalvin. Dalvin has a hold. Dalvin to the 5. He'll say he got brought down in his knee touch at the 6. 2nd and 5 from the 6. The Vikings can still get that first down here without scoring. About halfway through the first quarter now. Still tied 0-0. The Seahawks offense have been nothing but spun their wheels. And the Vikings offense is driving on their second drive. Under center, Kirk Cousins. Dalvin in the backfield. 3-step drop. Cousins throws it wide open. Stephon Diggs. Touchdown. Minnesota.
Stephon Diggs.
Look at that ref. Give him a weird look.
And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Dan Bailey now for the extra point.
There comes the PAT, and that is in. 7-0. Minnesota.
Makes the score 7-0. So that
This might be the type of a game the Vikings need to play. Shaq Griffin. I wonder how messed up that is for Madden animations. I'm gonna see Shaq Griffin try to give somebody a high five. I really hope so. You're supposed to do the gravedigger dance? But this might be the type of a game the Vikings will do. Realistically, Monday night, two very good defenses. The Seahawks have notably fallen off, especially with a lot of their stars getting old, getting hurt, and definitely a much different team, but still a very solid defense. And some playmakers on offense. Of course, everybody knows Russell Wilson. Doug Baldwin, one of the most underrated receivers in the league. Very quick, very good route runner, very Stephon Diggs-esque. And then they have other quicker, small guys as for the receivers as well. And then their rookie running backs put up good numbers this year too. So some special weapons, but the Seahawks are beatable, and the Vikings are the much better team, but the Seahawks have this fantastic home field advantage, so the Vikings will have to come in at a disadvantage there and go on the road and beat Seattle on Monday night. When they'll run and they'll cut back by Carson. Gain of 3. Like I said to begin this simulation, the Vikings will want to make the Seahawks have to pass the ball. I think they like their ability to stop the run, but if they get if the Seahawks get a run game, play action, the play action fake, the read options, the Vikings will be blitzing here. Mike Harris off the edge, they'll run right to it. Stopped. Danielle Hunter, Rashad Penny, that's their rookie running back, -3. 3rd and 10 upcoming. Danielle Hunter's so hard to run on. Whenever I see the other teams run to the right side of the field, right where Danielle Hunter's at, doesn't work out ever. And we see week after week an outside run to Danielle Hunter. Doesn't go anywhere. 3rd and 10. The first drive ended on a third and long pick by Harrison Smith. Second drive, 3rd and long, incomplete. 3rd and 10 upcoming here. They're going to do play action for no reason. Russell throws it deep again. The closest man to that ball was Vikings cornerback Mackenzie Alexander. 4th down upcoming and another punt.
Keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction.
The Seahawks definitely have a game plan this week, at least early in this game, to take shots. 0 for 4 already is Russell Wilson on those shots and total in this game. Marcus Sherrills had some room to run to the right side, break a tackle, but run out of bounds at the 18. A good little punt here. The Vikings will have to start at the 18.
As they take over 1st and 10. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 18.
1st and 10 for the 18. Vikings line up, offset I formation, CJ Ham to the left, and they'll run behind him. Dalvin bounces to the outside. He has some blockers, but he ran a little bit too far outside. We saw some help to the inside a little bit, and I think Dalvin just wanted to take down all the way outside. Great cornerback run defense there, and if he had the cutback, he had both CJ Ham and Kyle Rudolph to his right. They kept running to his left where there was nobody except for a Seahawk, 2 Seahawks as a matter of fact, and ran to the teeth of the Seahawks defense. 2nd and 10 upcoming. Shotgun, 3 receivers on the field, and Thielen back in the slot where he was not in the slot much in New England. Clean pocket for Cousins, but now it'll collapse. Another coverage sack this time. 2 coverage sacks already in this game. Cousins has been horrible. We have to get rid of the football.
Third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly
1
right.
second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4 seconds, 5 seconds, 6 seconds. Way too long. Check it down, throw it away, whatever. Run with it. So he just steps up trying to make a play, and it results in another sack. Third and forever. 3rd and 14 from the 14. The Vikings defense just made a stop for their team to get a good short field on offense. Now Seahawks trying to do the same, and that will help. Fumbled straight in the arm of the Seahawks. Down to the 1. A strip sack of Kirk Cousins straight in the arms of Seattle. Tried to fall in the end zone, fell just short. That's the 3rd strip sack we've seen, or 3rd sack of Cousins just being a horrible, unaware quarterback. 55-minute tremendous play there. I don't think that's a realistic play. Just balls out. All right, got it. And then a very good heads-up play of the Vikings offensive lineman to tackle him short of the end zone. Well, let's face it. 1st and goal from the 1. This defense will have one heck of a job. Talk about field position this defense set up.
Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in?
They'll start out of the shotgun here. The Vikings line up goal line. And they'll run wide open. Carson, touchdown, walked in. This game is a kick away from being tied.
Taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Second effort there, he was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
Very interesting decision to go from a shotgun there.
A back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Sebastian Janikowski on for the PAT.
Might be the difference between these two games, having a field goal kicker that's competent.
The extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Now all of a sudden, tied at 7. And the Seahawks are still sitting at negative total yardage on the day.
Play later, boom, end zone.
This will 100% be another one of those games where turnovers will be the thing. It's two good defenses. You need your quarterback to make the good heads-up plays, meaning throw the ball away, throw it to your check down guy, pick up 2, don't take the sacks, don't risk the interceptions. And I will really be beyond frustrated to see that happen in real life. We've seen such a off and on Kirk Cousins, and that's really the quarterback he's been his entire career.
So we're right back where we started.
All right, it's basically 0-0, 5-minute quarter, 7-7. And we almost wanted to take it out, but instead, Holton Hill back there will just take the knee. And now Cousins trots back on the field, fresh off the strip sack.
Last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because
1st and 10 from the 25. Vikings line up 2 tight ends. And they'll run power to the outside. Dalvin runs forward straight into a Seahawk and couldn't run him over. Falls over at the gain of 2.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
2nd and 8 from the 27. Again, 2 tight ends. 3-step drop. Cousins throws it short. Very dangerous. Bobby Wagner saw that from the start. Almost came away with an interception, but Rudolph came down with it. Gain of 8. Good little play there to make it a very manageable 3rd and 2 upcoming.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, Can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're
3rd and 2 from the 33. Offset I, CJ Ham to the left. 2 and Tyler Rudolph to the other side. They'll run up the gut. And the Seahawks saw it. Stuffed right at the line of scrimmage. No gain. Matt Wild to come on and punt. Jefferson saw that coming a mile away.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just so
saw Pat Elquan get absolutely owned on that play.
Here's Matt Wild now.
So back-to-back very poor possessions already for this Vikings offense. This is how we have to let this defense make a play, and that's very great special teams. A great punt by Weil. Then Marcus Sherrills making his money on special teams, does it again. Tackles him right away. So the Seahawks will start at the 16. A little bit different than the 1.
Last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 16.
1st and 10 from the 16. The Seahawks need to get something going on offense. They'll run the ball. Carson gets stuffed. 5 rushes, 6 yards, but he did get that super easy touchdown. Otherwise, this Seahawks team has been shut out on offense.
Because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9, shotgun, 3 receivers. Vikings are in the nickel, and Jaron Kearse on the field to help as well, but the Seahawks will run. Good play design that time for the Seahawks. Penny has been their guy all year, been such a good power runner, a very sneaky pick. And that being said, he's probably into the 3rd best running back out of this draft. Very talented running backs out of this draft, whether it's very talented Saquon Barkley to undrafted Connor from Pittsburgh. We've seen talent all up and down these running backs this year. Whereas the Vikings, 2 rookie runners, Mike Boone and Rock Thomas, have shown splashes, but that's about it. I formation, Russell Wilson. Play action. He has time. Russell scrambling to his left for no reason whatsoever, and then throws it off his back foot for the 1st down. That'll be the first incomplete pass for the Seahawks today to John Madden. Or, not John Madden.
Credit the defense, so they've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game, and now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back, and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
1st and 10 from the 42. 3-step drop, Russell throws a quick slang, got him. They need to get these short passes going so that Russell in this past offense can get some confidence and get some rhythm. Now it's back-to-back completions, and maybe they found it.
A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
2nd and 2. 3 receivers bunch top of the screen near the formation, and they'll pitch that way. He has a hole. Carson Wentz close quickly. Eric Hendricks came out of nowhere, swallowed it up. Gain of only a yard, 3rd and 1. Eric Hendricks was all over the field last week with about 12 tackles. A little bit suspect in coverage, but we know that, which is why we should have had Jaron Kearse play more. But shotgun here, 2 tight ends on the field. And Carson leaves out wide to be pass here in 3rd and short. Russell Wilson can run too. Russ throws it short, wide open, too easy.
what you're hoping for when you run drag routes. You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Game's tied at 7 in this battle to own your destiny for the playoffs.
We'll be back to Seattle right after this.
The NFL Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Alongside my broadcast partner Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
First and 10 for the 47. A chance for a play-action bomb here. Russell will just do another quick slant on first down. Throw a right past Eric Kendricks, the weakness of this Vikings defense in the pass game. Tyler Lockett, almost a first down, gain of 9, 2nd and 1. Now from the 38, definitely the area of the field where a lot of teams love to take shots. 2nd and short, right in the other team's territory. You don't want. It's tough to pass when you get into the red zone. From the 38, you can take your shot here. The Vikings will be blitzing. Mike Harris line up to the near line of scrimmage. Here he comes. And they'll throw the other way. Back-to-back slants. This time on Holton Hill. First down near the 27. Starting out 0 for 5. And now Russell was 4 for 4.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's hit on
1st and 10 from the 27. All 3 tight ends are on the field. Top of the screen. Now the shotgun is Russ. He will pass. Another quick play. Another quick pass. This little short passing is working out very well, especially on first down. He has 3 first down plays in a row. They went with a quick pass, gained very good first down yardage, bringing up these very manageable 2nd and shorts. Their first couple drives, all we saw the Seahawks do was pass it deep, and now we see maybe that was to set up this short passing game now. And now they'll run on 2nd and short, buried by the goon, Penny. It will be just short of a first down, brings up 3rd and inches. Linval Joseph, such an underrated part of this Vikings defense, again, making that play.
Because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of it.
3rd inches from the 18. They only have to move the football maybe half of a foot. The Vikings will be blitzing here. Under center is Ross. He will be very close. Let's see. Carson. 4th and 1. They'll lose a yard. It is the hitman. Already has that pick. Now a tackle for a loss. Everybody knows. But we see it again. Harrison Smith does it all.
Done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
A 4th and 1. Unfortunately, they don't have Blair Walsh anymore. Otherwise, I'd be very confident about it. But now it's one of the best kickers of all time, Janikowski. And that kick is up and absolutely splits the uprights. Now the Seahawks take their first lead of the game as they run off 10 unanswered points.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like that one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Down by 3. Ex-Detroit Lion Abdullah is in the end zone, or hoping to get a chance for a kick return. He'll field it 5 yards back, will take a knee, and the Vikings, Kirk Cousins and company, who's been horrible, will start at the 25, down by 3.
You see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today.
The offensive line obviously trying.
It's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 25. Shotgun his Cousins to line up 3 receivers. And then run with Dalvin up the middle. Dalvin bounces off of a tackle, falls forward, gains of 4. Both teams have not ran the ball well at all in this game, but the Vikings have had a little bit of success. We've seen the offensive line make some holes. We've seen Dalvin run out of the holes and dance around a little bit too much already in this first quarter. So hopefully they had to talk to him, and the second quarter will be a little bit better. Line up 2 receivers bottom of the screen. Now the shotgun is Cousins. He has time to flip it to Dalvin. Dalvin has some room. He will run out of bounds after a little short gain.
And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Really hard to see Dalvin just run out of bounds there. He could have cut back in the middle of the field. Probably picked up very close to that 1st down. I think realistic, we see Dalvin make that guy miss and pick up a 1st down there. Or bring up a very short 3rd down. Now 3rd and 5. Now the shotgun is Cousins. Dalvin remains in the game. We haven't seen a whole lot of Latavius Murray. Throws a strike, middle of the field to nobody. Overthrew Kyle Rudolph. Yet another punt upcoming. This Vikings offense has been nothing since that 2nd drive.
Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there.
Here comes Matt Weil. A booming kick. Sherrill's in coverage. Both gunners down the field. Him and Alexander, but he bounces off of them both. And it's brought down by the long snapper, Kevin McDermott. Great return there, bouncing off both gunners.
It's a 2nd quarter. His team has the lead, but I think
which, by the way, if this was realistic, it would be J-Ron Hurst as the main gunner.
When things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series. So those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they
1st and 10 from the 34. The Seahawks just got done having a very successful drive. They had to settle for a field goal, though. And they've done a lot of quick slants. This time buried. It's Carson. I think realistically, in real life, Penny is, without a doubt, the Seahawks' #1 runner. I'll look up Seahawks team stats right now.
And let the linebackers run free. But he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 from the 33. 3 receivers. And Russ is out of the shotgun. Vikings are in the nickel. Heavy nickel, as a matter of fact, as J-Ron Hurst in the game. A short pass buried by the, as aforementioned, 6'4" booming safety, J-Ron. So Seahawks on offense are very solid. The 9th ranked offense in the league, 19th in yards, 204.4 pass yards a game, which is 26. They don't pass the ball well at all. But the much improved part of their game is 148.8 rush yards a game is 1st. Strength against strength. Rush defense against their great rush defense. And that's a little inside post. Buried. A good throw by Russ. So the Vikings defense just laid the hammer.
Congestion in the middle of the field makes it very hard to slot one in.
And the defensively, when talking about how good the defense is, they're top 10 in both categories. 21.6 points allowed is 10th. 367.4 yards a game is 20th. 250.7, pass yards a game is 19th, and 116.8 rush yards a game is 17th, which means you can run against them. The red zone defense is really good though.
Here, a little bit of a snag, punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 20. This Vikings offense has been horrible. Dalvin trying to get a jump start. A quick little run there. Gains of 7.
On the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run.
So interestingly enough, Tyler Lockett has actually been the Seahawks' best receiver, hauling in 44 receptions for 713 yards and 9 touchdowns. He's been very good. Baldwin's been slow, 37 for 398 with 2 touchdowns. Curious whether or not he's been hurt throughout the year. Under center, though, is Cousins. The run left side is Dalvin. There was no hole initially. Bounces off the first and moves forward. Picks up the first. No, they'll call it short. 3rd and inches. Good vision there, but that time by Dalvin. I don't want to praise a 3-yard run that much, but nothing was there. All of a sudden he bounces it, breaks a little arm tackle, falls forward, and now it's really 3rd and a matter of a millimeter. The ball is right on the yellow stripe. Didn't miss it by a whole lot though. We'll do play action here. Cousins has time, throws it middle of the field, wide open. Stephon Diggs, but he fumbled. The Seahawks with their 2nd turnover of the game, led the ball at the 49.
Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those
caught it, 2 steps, football move is definitely a catch. It's a big hit, jarred the ball out, and the Seahawks love it right at midfield.
Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. He has not had the start to this game that he envisions here in the 2nd quarter. He's struggling a little bit. But, hey, they're in the lead right now. So, kind of what's going on in his head, do you think, Charles?
I think that's what he has to keep in mind. Winning the ball game is not going the way he wants in terms of his own play. But, oh, yeah, that's right, winning the ball game. So don't press. Don't try and do things outside of what's going on.
1st and 10 from the 49.
Don't try to increase
Under center is Russ. The Vikings look like they're in blitz again. Harrison Smith lines up near the line of scrimmage. Here he comes.
Well, they've got that lead so far. 1 interception for him. No
the Seahawks really want to get this run game going, but it has not been working out so far in this game. They do have that 1 rushing touchdown, but that was just an easy walk in from a yard.
This one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say
so Chris Carson has ran pretty well for the Seahawks. 157 attempts, he's been their main guy by a lot. 704 yards, only 4.5 per carry though, and 4 touchdowns. All the shotgun here in Madden is Russ throws a quick slant, almost picked through the hands of Mackenzie Alexander. Could have been a big time interception, potentially a pick 6.
They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The Seahawks on 3rd down.
3rd and 8 from the 49. A big play for both teams. The Seahawks want to extend their lead. The Vikings offense has been horrible, but the Vikings defense need to stop here. They'll throw it to him. He'll hang on right over the line to gain. 1st down. Dixon.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to.
Ed Dixon has 6 receptions all year. Already has 2 in this game.
He finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Russell Wilson, 7-step drop, trying to throw it deep. He scrambles towards his left, a tightly contested throw. Good coverage by Hill, but a better throw by Russ. First down. Again, they'll call it just short, 2nd and inches from the 29.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Might want to take a shot here if I'm the Seahawks out of the shotgun. And they'll just do the easy option. They'll run is a big hole.
And inside the 20 before
And it's Rashad Penny with the best run of the day for either team. Now the Seahawks are the first team over 100 yards total offense. We're more than halfway through the second quarter.
When I looked at him coming out of college, I saw a guy with raw, terrific ability. I couldn't wait to see how it was going to be harnessed and polished up in the NFL. In fact, some people thought he could play a little slot receiver as well as run the football. This guy has the ability to be a big-time player with more seasoning.
And up the middle, big hit by Kendricks, buried again by Barr. The UCLA bros came with the thud.
That's all. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of
see ball, get ball. I got you, announcer dude. 2nd and 10 from the 18. Under center is Russ. 7-step drop. He's looking for the end zone. He'll take the check down. He's got his guy. Touchdown, Seattle. Ed Dixon. In real life has 6 receptions, but 2 touchdowns. Already is at 3 in this game. 50% of his total year's numbers.
He finds one of his replacements for the touchdown.
Janikowski now for the point after.
Janikowski's kick is up, and Seattle extended the lead by 10.
So this drive spans 7 plays, and the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown.
Now this is a very important drive for the Vikings. I believe I counted 4 drives in a row. First of one started on a strip sack. Cousins has been just horrible in this game. He's had 2 good throws. A strip sack that the Seahawks got the ball at the 1. That started the Seahawks 17-0 run. This game can get ugly really quickly. The Vikings need points here. They need a drive to take up some time at the clock too. The defense has been nothing but be on the field. And now 5:51 to go. You want to at least get to the 2-minute warning. Hopefully score a touchdown here and make it close. Maybe even have a chance to get the ball back before halftime and try to get this game at least tied.
That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
There's a 10 from the 25. Shotgun formation for Cousins and run up the middle. Cook has a hole. For a burst to the 33. Gain of 8 on 1st down.
There on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal,
great blocking up front. And for some reason, Cook was going for the stiff arm there with his wrong arm.
And relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
2nd and 2 from the 33. High formation here for the Vikings. Let's see if they take their shot. They'll just run with Dalvin. Dalvin bounces it, loses 2. 3rd and 4. A big third down here for both teams. The Vikings need this to stay in the game.
Somewhat predictable. You know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say.
Such a conservative play call we've seen in this game.
Didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Last drive, looks like we had bailed out when we threw it deep to Stephon. He caught it, but then fumbled right at the 50. But now the Vikings line up 4 wide. Now shotgun his Cousins, they need 4. He's looking, throws it short. He's got Thielen. He makes the first guy miss, goes forward, 1st down. Adam Thielen. Look at Cousins, 9 for 10 for only 88 yards.
Catch, and it's a 1st down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st.
I love how Madden feels the need to do 38 replays. Without any announcer intervention, just watch this horrible replay.
Nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this 1st half.
1st and 10 from the 44. Dalvin remains in the backfield. He'll get the handoff and go nowhere. Gets right back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2nd and 10.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is a well over
2nd and 10 from the 44. Clock's ticking, under 4 minutes to go in this 1st half, and that's caught. Stephon Diggs, 1st down.
He'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Vikings 1st down. Diggs able to find his way free and get the catch from Cousins.
Who is that? Coach is the whitest, most generic looking face I've ever seen.
Zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against
He just stand in front of Zimmer. Hey guys.
Tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Cousins now, only 1 pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far.
1st and 10 from the 44. 3 receivers bunch, bottom of the screen. It's Latavius Murray. Looks like he's in the game. And he's got there to do a pitch for Latavius. A pretty horrible play decision there. But he does still pick up 5. You see that Latavius is the much more between the tackles guy. But he did get to that 2nd level, plow over the 1st linebacker, fall 4 for 5. That's exactly the type of a drive I thought the Vikings needed. A good, long drive, taking time at the clock, moving. I don't know why we need all this time in this huddle, with no announcer commentary. Who designed this horrible game, by the way? EA is a horrible company. By the way, 2nd and 5 from the 39. And we got that 30 seconds of Kirk Cousins mouthing things. There's should be commentary there, but there's nothing. Cousins changes the play at the line of scrimmage. I run to the right side. Dalvin bounces it forward. He had a giant leaping hole to the right side, but this time he juked the air. He saw Casper and juked it into the Seahawks and brought down 3rd and short.
Solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him.
Some pretty horrible vision we've seen out of Dalvin in this game. Not accustomed to what we've seen. We've seen so many 3rd and barely anything. 3rd and short. Inches. Dalvin runs, got the hole in a little bit more. 1st down. Dalvin's running well. What's up, Viking Nation? How you doing? Got any score predictions for the game?
But sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the 2nd half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
But this is definitely what we need from the Vikings. If Dalvin's running well, if the offensive line's getting some room for Dalvin to run, just keep giving him the ball.
1st and 10. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this.
What do you got? What's your score?
remind you that coming up at
How about I'll be nice and get mine. No, not in Madden, by the way, in real life, IRL.
EA Sports halftime report.
Let me think. No, let's have this one. I think it'll be close, down to the wire in Seattle. The Vikings come up 26-23. How's that? Man, we were really close. I didn't even look at yours when I was thinking of that. 24-23. I guess we both had the right idea. Both teams will score right around 20. Vikings went with 4 wide, quick slant, Laquan.
Right side by Treadwell. A gain of 6 there on first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the.
So I'm not sure if my blood pressure would like that close to the game, but I just see it being really close.
3 to 4 steps and cuts towards the middle of the field, and now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Cousins looking, throws it deep, looking, he's got Diggs, and he get his feet in bounds. Yes, touchdown, Stephon Diggs.
Stephon Diggs with his second.
What a drive, exactly what the doctor ordered.
And the Vikings are able
Took
to
about
make this
5
a close
minutes
game
off the
again.
clock. Scan ended in a priceless Stephon Diggs.
End zone so
Touchdown, a beautiful throw by Cousins. Let's see on this replay where his feet in. His second one, I don't know if his toe touched.
Feet down, inbounds, for it to count as a catch. How about the backgrounds of some of these guys, though? Did they work on it? Maybe some of them were ballets.
And this one's going to the booth.
Yeah, you and I were talking the other day. I remember one of my favorite kid shows growing up. I don't know that I want to name it, but guys like Lynn Swan, they used to be on there showing their ballet.
So the right one's in, that's not the problem. It's when did that left one drop?
Take the ballet classes. You know they were fighting them like crazy, but right now they're saying, "Thanks, Mom."
Madden's so horrible. And I think Diggs catches that in real life.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
And it will stand as called.
Extra look, that's what the technology is for.
Touchdown stands. The toe did touch. It's so hard to tell because Madden's graphics are horrible. And it's so hard to tell whether or not it's the pixels that you're actually touching or not. There it is, the Dan Bailey. PAT's up, and it's a 3-point game with 1:30 to go in this first half.
Field goal at 17-14. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays, and it's polished off by a Viking score.
So are you a Madden guy at Vikings Nation? Because I, for one, cannot stand Madden 19. I think it's horrible. I think Madden 19 is pretty horrible. Madden 19. What do you think compared to 18? Because I for one, am an advocate of that. If you really like Madden, you still should not get the game
That'll be taken in the end zone.
every year. Getting the game every year just feeds EA to not want to make changes every year. You shouldn't make a game every year regardless. It's a really dumb idea. They really should just make one game and then just
do some other things effectively, I guess.
have roster updates for 5 years or so, and then make a new game and have it actually be improved instead of giving us the same trash with the new cover every year.
I wouldn't expect them to stay silent for the rest of the game.
Yeah, you got to think that his first catch is coming at some point.
Especially when all they care about is Madden Ultimate Team. You don't need to make a whole new game for Madden Ultimate Team. But they want to make their money. But shotgun, Vikings blitz 7. It's picked up, a great decision there by Russ. Picks it up to his running back. The Vikings do keep him in bounds though, and since it's Madden, they will not call this timeout and will instead let this clock run.
15 and a first down.
So many times
I wouldn't even care if it was a DLC. Say you only get the free roster updates for the first year of the game like you're supposed to, like how it is right now basically. But then it's like a $20 for, even if it was $20 a year just to update the roster, I would definitely take that. But even if that's not a thing, they keep everything the same because they probably will, because people still buy it because people are stupid. Every year, I would just say, If you like Madden Ultimate Team, if you like franchise mode and all like the basic stuff, and you don't do a lot of online play, Russell Wilson has a clean pocket, throws it wide open, down the sideline, touchdown, what an answer!
Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes, and the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. And that'll give them a 2.
Someone forgot to cover more.
Looking ahead, they just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't,
See, Holton Hill was over the top there, and he just got burned. A rookie mistake that time by Holton Hill.
and carry it into the second half.
Janikowski on for the extra point.
I don't see Hill being that bad in real life. I think Hill has surprisingly been really good for the Vikings. He obviously has a lot to learn, but I think he's been really, really solid. I think you can make the case he's played better than Mike Hughes, even though Mike Hughes has been hurt with his ACL for weeks now. But I think he's looked better than Hughes, maybe a little more immature as far as football goes. And I think the Vikings might have to make the defense a little bit more simplistic when he's in the game. But you don't really see him make big mistakes. Like, you still see it out of Mackenzie Alexander. You've never seen a big defensive pass interference problem really with Hill. I think we saw the one last week against Patriots. But you don't see a lot from him at all, really. And we saw a ton of Trey Waynes.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 20.
All right, now all of a sudden it's back to being a 10-point game.
Cook and the offense heading back out. He's been good. They've utilized him.
Oh, he's been good. Look at that 3.3 yards per carry. He's been good.
I think that what you try and do is expand.
So right after the Vikings took their long, I thought perfect 5-minute drive. You can make this a closer game once again, make it a 3-point game. The Seahawks, 2 plays later, extend their lead to 10 once again, but still 50 seconds to go, 3 timeouts. And the Vikings could at least get a field goal here, make it a 7-point game. They do get the ball to start the second half. Abdulah's 31, all right. Now the Vikings will run for 1 yard and call a timeout there. I'll make sure to get that changed. I did think 28 was a really weird number to give him. God, man, it's so bad with clock management, and the in between timeouts is so painful. The announcers don't say anything. You just see the players on the field just going Now shotgun. 3 receivers bunch, bottom of the screen. Stephon Diggs on the top. Looks like zone defense for Seattle. Cousins is a clean pocket, throws it wide open. Is Laquan Treadwell, and again, you just do these short passes and call timeout right away. That's a little 8-yard pass. You can run up to the line of scrimmage in 10 seconds, get everybody set, and get it to the playoff. Madden has no way of knowing how to call timeouts, and it's so hard to watch. Oh, you remember watching my draft stream? That's cool.
And now we're set to get going.
I think I might have to do more live stuff like that. That was fun. It's just hard with streaming like that because I have to stream straight to, well, even if I did stream off OBS, it'd be whatever. But I have to rely on my college internet, and it usually just cuts out on me, and that will just end streams when I do that. But clean pocket for Cousins. He's looking. He has 3.5 years, and then takes a sack. That's the 3rd coverage sack we've seen from Cousins, just hanging on the ball 3 years too long. But if you're talking to me, Vikings Nation, yes, I am. Really big Vikings fan. What the channel's all about, really. He had Dalvin wide open on the bottom. He used to check down guys where he should go to. That was 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4 seconds, 5 seconds, 6 seconds, 7 seconds, 8 seconds. That's 2 plays worth of time. And Cousins just held on the ball. And that should bring us to halftime. But if you want to stay tuned for any Vikings news, I always talk about the games. I do a little breakdown before the game, and this will bring us to halftime. The Vikings down by 10 in Seattle. I do little game previews. I used to just do 1 video per game, but now I'm going to break it up and I'll do 1 video. Just an overall breakdown of the opponent the Vikings are playing. And I'll do another video on the injury report, all the injuries, because the Vikings have been so dinged up all year. And then I'll do a third on the matchups. After we get the big picture, we have the injuries, now we have what are the most important matchups we have to look out for in this game, and what are the difference makers that could happen. And then after the game, I'll just do either 3 reasons the Vikings won or 3 reasons the Vikings lost. For that 3 years, $84 million, he can't. You'd think though. No, actually, that's a good point. If that money wasn't guaranteed, then he'd throw the ball away and not want to die. But instead, he's like, oh well. If I get tackled hard enough, I can just go on the sideline, say I'm hurt, and just collect my money because it's all guaranteed. So who cares? So how high are you guys on Kirk Cousins? Because that's one of the most controversial topics in Vikings right now, and whether or not the Vikings are sold on Cousins.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the ball here.
Now they're showing Latavius Murray. Cool.
Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want.
At least good news. Vikings probably won't have Latavius Murray next year, so we can, instead of having Murray being a backup back, which is nice to have, but I'm fine with Mike Boone being that guy. He can instead use that money to hopefully go after a good guard. But play action here. Vikings are down by 10. They need to get back in this, and I'll throw it deep. It's Laquan again. First down, Laquan Treadwell. Believe it or not, he's the second leading receiver in this game.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates.
Now, I, for one, I don't know if the Vikings would consider hiring Bo Levy Mitchell from the NFL as quarterback. From the CFL, maybe as a backup, but I don't think the Vikings have any need for quarterback because we have Cousins locked down for the next 2 years.
15 through the air, only 1 incompletion, and another 1st and 10 here.
And I think the Vikings are hoping Kyle Sloter will be the long-term backup. Play action again, 1st and 10, throws it down the right sideline now, and again completed. Again, it's Laquan Treadwell. Where have you been all year?
35 yards.
What a beast!
Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Yo, Vikings Nation, I never thought about that. We have the LT, the best linebacker in the NFL. We have LT, one of the best dual threat running backs. Have the most scrimmage yards in the year ever launched. The Dalian Tomlinson, that's his name. And outside run, Dalvin near the goal line, down at the 1. Now, how about this? A fade to Treadwell for the touchdown. But now we have the best wide receiver of all time, Laquan Treadwell.
They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So here's the thing with Laquan.
2 of their 3 red zone
I've been a defender of his for years. But the Vikings are on the shotgun. I'll talk about that more after this play. Shotgun, the Seahawks are in a goal line play, so it might be heavy to see a slant here, but instead they'll run right into the run stuffing defense for lots of yards. So Laquan Treadwell is basically an undersized, quick, has some speed tight end. He's good at blocking, and he's a solid route runner, and he's more of a big body type guy, but not big enough to be a tight end, right? So the Vikings are doing all these weird things with them. They send him on these deep routes, but it doesn't scare anybody. They just been using him very poorly. We saw in his one touchdown where he just did this little inside slant where he got a touchdown. That's the routes he needs to do, and the Vikings will run again. It's Murray, touchdown, diving in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. They're down by 3 after PAT.
From 2 yards out, and the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. And Charles, he's able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get to the end zone. Didn't matter where it was, but once he did, use his nose for
Now, unfortunately for Laquan, he's had his huge dropping problem this year, which everybody talks about and everybody hates. But people do hate on Laquan a little bit too much, I think.
Extra point up and good by Bailey.
Like, I saw people taking shots out of him after the Patriots game. It's like, dog, he wasn't even on the field. Why are you guys bitching at him?
Drive, 5 plays. And it culminates with a Latavius Murray touchdown run.
And I like the option of Laquan complementing Diggs and Thielen, because his skill set should be a really good in that situation where we have Diggs, who's really quick. They're both good route runners, but he's more of the quicker guy underneath plays, but can still go deep. Thielen, great on first downs, and still a good route runner. Can still make the first guy miss usually. Then Laquan is more of that bigger bodied red zone guy that you have those different matchup options, so you get the right matchup on whichever one, and you can make plays with them. And the Vikings just never really used them in that way. Because I could honestly see a situation where Laquan's gone after this year, because I think next year would be his option year, which we won't sign. And odds are, it feels like Zimmer's just fed up with him. So I think he'll be gone this year, and I can really see a scenario where he goes to New England, joins Cordero, and picks up like 8 touchdowns and 700 yards.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
I feel like the Vikings defense should have used Jaron Kearse more. He's our best short yard covering running back side. We never used him.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Because what our Vikings did really good against Green Bay was just rushing forward and working with the stunts. And the Vikings will give up first down. The Seahawks have been very good on first down these last couple of drives.
At the 40-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his.
And plus, I think the Vikings didn't want to blitz as much with all the corners that were hurt. I think at one point, McKenzie was shaking up, Trey Waynes is hurt, and Rose was, of course, on his pitch count. So we had a lot of backups in the game. And when you have Marcus Sherrills on the field, you do not want to blitz and get Sherrills on one-on-one coverage. So for some reason, the Vikings trusted Sherrills man-to-man coverage against Josh Gordon, and he instantly burned him for like 30 yards. So if we could just not have Sherrills on the field on defense, I would absolutely love it.
Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, I think the Seahawks are a lot of fun. I think Russell Wilson's probably the most fun quarterback to watch in the NFL. And he seems like a genuinely cool dude, too. Shotgun Ross, play action. Throws it, check down screen, and what a play there by Xavier Rhodes. Rhodes run a defense and tackling is such an underrated part of his game. Everybody talks about Trey Waynes being the best on a run defending corner. Rhodes can't be far behind. He's very tough. Look at him bounce off that block, that little quick hitting bubble screen, and just battling through Doug Baldwin.
The Seahawks on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6. The Vikings have a really good third down defense. Russell Wilson stepping up in the pocket, could run. He throws it wide open. Lockett matched up on Kendricks. Their best receiver matched up on our worst pass defender. Money to the Seahawks.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the
that Rhodes injury looked so bad. It looked like it was just completely torn. He's like, oh, he's done for the year. But then Zimmer's like, that's actually not that bad. He's just a baby.
On first down.
Underneath, another little underneath pass.
And he gets it down to the 32.
So I think that's what teams are going to do against the Vikings. They see, hey, Kendricks, Barr are horrible at defending the pass, at least this year for some reason. Let's not test Harrison Smith. Let's not test Rhodes. Let's not test Trey Waynes even. Let's just pick on these two run-stuffing linebackers and make them beat us. And that's what we've seen all year in real life. Running backs and tight ends just killed the Vikings. Russell Wilson, and they'll run a little delayed handoff. Closed quickly though. Looked like a huge hole. And Ben Gettyan played that one very well. 3rd and inches upcoming. But Rhodes has underperformed all year, which sucks, as he was so shut down last year. He was so elite. Put him against whoever, Julio, Michael Thomas, whatever, and he would shut him down week in after week. And that's blowing up again. There's your boy Eric Kendricks. Stuffed him.
They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game,
that's a big hit too, because easily could have the ball pop out.
But that also doesn't mean you just do it.
Honestly, though, I think that he landed on the line of game, and that line is official in minute 19.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now.
Well, yeah, Rhodes on Julio.
And Janikowski bangs it through, and that will double their lead as
those big body receivers are the ones that Rhodes historically plays the best against. I think you saw early in his career where he played pretty well on Calvin Johnson, of all people. So I think practices like those, well, that's just the type of corner that Rhodes is. Like 6'3", 200 pounds. That's big for a corner. So he matches up good against those 6'3" plus receivers.
Yeah, still bottom line though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd.
Unfortunately, the best receivers for the Seahawks are just little small guys that are quick and elusive, which Rhodes struggles against. And Trey Waynes, so they'll be tough.
Sebastian Janikowski to kick it away.
But yeah, Julio's a big body type. Michael Thomas, who is a big body type that that Rhodes can really handle. Man, started 17 for 55. How bad? And then he went from 2 for 13. What a change! Dog, it's 2 rushes, man, in 19. Your stats are horrible. He's starting to play well. He had 2 good runs.
When they have great runners, you know what they tell their guys? Relax. You don't have to be perfect. Get as many guys as you can, but if you leave one free, the great runner will either make him miss or go through him. So don't worry about that. You don't have to be so precise. Just go ahead, block some people, try and create some room, and allow him to go to work.
The Vikings will start with 4 wide. And that run with Dalvin, a great blocking. Dalvin has a gaping hole in the middle of the field. Picks up the first down, gain of 10.
Start the drive 13 yards, picking up the first.
Whether it's what we call an even front or an odd front, And an odd front.
I could see Thielen being a Viking for life, Alexander. I don't think he'd want to go anywhere else. I think he's doing exactly what he wanted. I don't think Thielen really wanted to play in the NFL. I think Thielen wanted to play as a Minnesota Viking. He's doing just that. So it's so sweet. I don't see him as being the guy that will ask for more money, even though he totally deserves it. I think he's happy just the way it is, and it's pretty sweet to see. Vikings let 3 receivers bunch top of the formation, 1st and 10. And 3-step drop throws underneath to Stephon Diggs, gain of 2. And Diggs is slow to get up on the play, but does. Billy Wagner. The best, maybe the best overall linebacker in the NFL.
Really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards.
Look at this. The Vikings have 23 rushes to only 17 passes in this game. This is a Mike Zimmer style game. Down by 6 though.
On the ground, it's Cook.
Dalvin runs through a little arm tackle, falls forward for a gain of 2, 3rd and 6 from the 42. Definitely a big play here. I think realistically, in real life, at the very least, if you pick up 3 or more, but don't quite get the first down, I would say that's probably the field's 4-down territory if you get into a 4th and short situation. So the Vikings will line up with 2 receivers top of the screen. It's Thielen in the slot. And Cousins has time. Has all the time. And again, the 5th coverage sack. Cousins is goddamn horrible in Madden. 1 second. Oh, it's slow-mo. I can't even do it. Has Treadwell short. Has Thielen wide open. That's just pathetic.
Stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire.
Oh my God! I got sacked. How'd that happen? But what I said in the beginning of the live stream, I am hoping to get equipment so I can do a face cam during these streams. And I think that will make these so much better. As another punt that goes into the end zone for a while. So the Seahawks will start have the ball at the 20.
Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawks.
Yeah, sacked 5 times and 100% all on him. The first touchdown by the Seahawks was a strip sack where they were set up at the 1-yard line because, you guessed it, Cousins held onto the ball way too long.
It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2. Alert for any.
But he's been historically horrible in these Madden simulations. I learned some of that on just his whatever his stats and whatever. The other half, I just say it's on Madden. There's no way he would do that in real life. Because the Vikings offensive line in this game have played very well.
That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Shotgun Russ. Looks like he wanted it short. Throws it. He's got his man first down. Brought down by Harrison Smith.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Both quarterbacks have been very good at completing passes. And that's with Russell Wilson starting out this game 0 for 5.
He used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the.
I would also love if Madden would come up with a presentation mode where it'd be actually like you're watching the game on TV instead of all these awful angles. Like we have to watch this really awkward sideline angle. I would much rather, a TV style overcast view instead of. It's like we're watching it off the camera on like the coach view or whatever. But I think it'd be sweet just to pop the game on, the announcing's solid, and it's like watching a football game. If you have withdrawals during the winter, you could actually do that. I could see that in the future, but this is not even close. But shotgun, 2nd and 8. The Vikings defense has to make a stand here, down by 6. Russ has time, throws a strike. He's got his man. First down to the 43.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
You want highlights from around the league in Madden 20?
Well, from an offensive perspective, that sure was pretty.
So like during halftime, it would cut away to, oh, blah, 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 the Jaguars sucked and gave up 38 points to the Bills. Stuff like that, and you can see a couple big plays from the other game. That'd be really cool if like the graphics were spot on and it wasn't just generic commentary. The Seahawks line up with both the receivers on both sides of the field stacked with 4 wide. See, then it will be Russell Wilson will run. He's got a hole. He got the first down. He goes to the 30 to the 20. Ross makes a man miss with a big hit for Anthony Barr. But he just says, I don't care. It runs for 26. Russell Wilson.
The last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah,
that would be Russell Wilson's longest run of the year. I have his stats up right here. His longest run of the year was only 21. Has 45 rushes for 245. And no touchdowns on the year. Under center. They'll run to the left side. He's got the handoff. He'll make the first man miss, but he goes forward. Getting a 3 for Carson.
At the 14-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Oh, really? I never played 2K5. I've only played Madden, which I should pick up a 2K football game just so I can see what the hype is about. Because I see so many people saying that game was so good, and it's a big hit and jarred the ball out.
Nice hit, jars the ball free and brings.
That's my boy J-Ron.
That's very well timed.
My first game was Madden 5, so I guess I just always stayed in Madden. But back then, Madden was cool.
Decent offense, just better
the OG John Madden announcing the game. Players actually felt big and physical.
This is
3rd and 7. A big play here for the Vikings defense. They blitz 4. Russ throws it short. He hits a check down. Good defense holds up.
It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down.
And shout out to Russell Wilson. Only 2 incomplete passes since the second quarter.
You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So 4th and 5, so that's a Janikowski. His 3rd field goal attempt of the day is 2 for 2 already. Janikowski's up and down the middle. Brings it into a 9-point game, 2-score lead for Seattle late in this 3rd quarter.
That's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but we're 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice.
All right, Vikings are down by 9. The winner of this game will have you in the driver's seat for the wild card spot, and the Vikings with this win, would have a very feasible chance to win the NFC North in the final week of the year at home against Chicago.
In the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that.
Down by 9 on the road against a solid defense. This is why the Vikings paid Kirk Cousins, and he has good numbers in this game, but all of his 5 sacks have been completely on him. And if you give up 5 yards a sack, that's 25 yards plus a fumble. That's you got a difference in this game. He has to make those decisions quickly and deliver the ball. And here he comes, quick little 30-yard pass to Dalvin, gets hit immediately, gain of 3.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
That's a play. Billy Wagner's right there. Let Dalvin run past him a ways. He's quicker than him, and he can pick up good yards. Yeah, I saw that, Schmidt. I saw that picture of Pete Carroll on the Vikings Twitter. Which, by the way, if you want to follow me, Twitter.com/JOZ.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
2nd and 7 from the 28. Shotgun Cousins, Dalvin to his left. And Dalvin will get the handoff. He has another hold. Dalvin very close to another Vikings first down. Probably the best game of the year we've seen from Dalvin, at least numbers wise.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
3rd and inches. Dalvin's still in the backfield. He'll get the carry, running behind Tyler Conklin. He has a hold, gets the first down. Good, patient running there by Dalvin. The hole was not initially there. All of a sudden, a little crease came. He ran right through and picked up the first down.
They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered tough yards.
Your mind was blown. There's so many just, head coaches that are big names now that were some teams, random coach, and he's gotten moved up the line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
And Dalvin's going to get another carry, and this time he's buried.
He stopped immediately there. Officially
Let's say he got no gain on that. 2nd and 10. And it should bring us to the 4th quarter. The Vikings down by 9 in Seattle. Exactly where the Seahawks want them. The Vikings will line up, try to get one more playoff. 3 seconds to go, and they will not have a chance. 1 second, and 4th quarter. No, they did get it off. Dalvin got an edge. Dalvin will pick up a couple, gain of 3, and this is how the 3rd quarter will end.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7. 3 receivers on the field. Cousins has time. Underneath, he missed him. Had a wide open Dalvin Cook short and just overthrew him. And here comes Matt Weil for another punt. I think everybody saw Thielen yelling at Belichick last week. Thought it was pretty sweet. I know in his post-game presser, Thielen was saying it was because one of the, I think it was Chung, probably faked an injury. And a punt. Oh, this one by Wild. Perfect. Lands at the 1.
Russell Wilson now.
After a couple touchbacks, that might be the play the Vikings needed.
The screen tell the story. A great start This defense, they've made some good adjustments, so he's fallen off since.
Russell has fallen off since. He's just been 7 for 8. My God, these announcers are horrible.
He was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling.
But yeah, I think it was Chung faked an injury to give the Patriots time to challenge it. I think Thielen would have been really pissed if that challenge would have paid off. 1st and 10 from the 1. The Vikings can make a play here, make it a 1-point game, but gain of 2. A safety would have been absolutely huge. Would have made it a touchdown game again.
Because they've got the advantage, they've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast
2nd and 8.
when you really want to go at a nice
and another little run up the middle, gain of 2. 3rd and 5 upcoming. 3rd and 6.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
Ran another handoff, buried.
Call it no gain there.
Loses a yard. And the Vikings will get the ball right back. But it's good field position, good 3 and out by the Vikings defense. Set up by a beautiful punt by Matt Weil. Oof. I have a hard time with names.
As he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight.
I like the OG John Madden days. Maybe just I didn't. What the hell? Sorry. There was nobody in the area. Marcus Jones is like, screw it. I'll let it drop.
Out comes Minnesota. These guys had to punt their last
Now he dies on it.
God,
Madden 19 is trash. Yeah, I like OG Madden 19. Was Gus Johnson the guy before they got these 2 announcers?
A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweat.
Yeah, I think these 2 are alright. I did not like the middle tier announcers between Madden and these new 2 guys.
At about the 32.
1st and 10 from the 32. After the horrible Marcus Shell's return. What a clean pocket that time. And again, Stephon Diggs. It's been Stephon Diggs and his running mate, Laquan Treadwell's show.
A good pickup there at 22. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team?
Look how horrible the fans are in this game.
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Cousins now 6 for 6.
1st and 10 from the 46. 2 receivers, top of the screen. Cousins on the shotgun, right past midfield. Cousins has time to throw a little out route to Kyle Rudolph. Gain of a couple.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, okay, so I guess there were more announcers than I knew. Okay. Because there was a little time period where I didn't have it. I don't know exactly when Madden stopped. But I would think if they had these updated lines back within the John Madden days, that would be the best. 2nd and 8. There's a Seahawks blitz. It's a strike. It's Rudolph. 1st down near the 20. Look at Cousins. 20 for 22.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you.
But don't mind me, Alexander. I am horrible with names. So even if I knew it, if I heard a line, I might know what you're talking about. I'm just not good with names. Even like real life announcers, everybody knows Joe Buck. Then there's Collinsworth, who is horrible. I mean, Buck's pretty horrible too. Has his moments every now and again, but the shotgun is Cousins. Dalvin's to his left. Cousins has time to run. And then he'll lob it through the end zone. Instead of throwing it where there was a tiniest window ever, Cousins should have just ran, picked up whatever there was there, probably 4 or 5 at least, and just slide.
More than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can
That-
expect more passes
That's
like
5
that
though?
downfield.
Oh, okay.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. A second down throw for Cousins.
Cousins has time. The pocket's collapsed and just throw the football. Now he throws it over their heads.
Sideline,
Finally.
but it's incomplete.
What's the old
Oh
adage?
my God.
But don't hurt
And if Joe Buck was in Madden, he would somehow make the game worse. I really don't think this game could get worse. It could get worse somehow, and that'd be the only reason.
Big play
All right,
coming up.
3rd and
Here's
10.
3rd and 10.
It is a 10-point game, so a field goal's not the worst. But a field goal here would definitely get the Seahawks worried. So shotgun here, 3rd and 10. Don't make a mistake.
And the blitz
3rd and
does
10. The
come.
Seahawks blitz, throws it. A poor
Got the hook up. It's complete.
play there. Not only did Rudolph have to adjust to make that catch, it was to our slowest receiver. Falls forward, gain of 4, and here comes the damn Bailey. And then nail biting field goal attempt.
Blindly downfield, but that didn't help him a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not,
But yeah,
do
if Joe
something
Buck
safe because we do
gets
have
on
to
Madden,
down to try and
I'm
pick
pretty
it
sure
up.
the world strikes Madden, so. And the damn Bailey kick is up and down the middle. 6-point ball game.
Yielding 3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it at least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away.
There's a Dan Bailey boot. And it's fielded in the end zone. I think a knee. And the Seahawks will start the 25.
And it comes out to the 25-yard line.
The commentary engine is already broken. You don't like hearing the same 5 lines over and over again, Alexander?
They can get something going on this drive.
It's crazy too, because they made it such a big deal. I believe it was Madden 18. We're like, yeah, we're updating our lines every week. It'll be so new every single time you play. It'll feel so realistic. And I thought it felt all right last year, but I feel like they took like 3 steps back this year, and it feels stale again.
Take over now, 1st and 10.
But I don't mind these announcers. Like they have some few good lines. Just the engine, like you said, is just busted. But play action, Russell throws it deep. Harrison had a chance, but overthrew everybody.
But couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Line of
2nd and 10
scrimmage
from the
again at
25.
2nd and 10.
Shotgun is Russell. Feeling his lead get slimmer. Russell will have to throw. Yeah, he's scrambling to his right, checks it down. Almost picked!
Had it defensively.
Trey Waynes
Game changer
looking for the end zone. I have no idea why he's on the field, but looking for the end zone nevertheless.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even
Y'all
find his
saw
outlet
me in this
man
game.
because the coverage was way too tight.
I made
Unable
Waynes
to find anyone open.
not even on the cornerback depth chart. Here he is making belly still. Oh yeah, I think Holton Hill will have one hell of a future. I could see Holton Hill being the Vikings' number 2 corner for years.
This is 3rd and 10.
I think he looks better than rookie Ryan.
Here's
Russell looking, scrambling to his right, 3rd and 10. He has to make a throw, throws it across the body, deep, almost picked again to double coverage.
Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Because I think there's a really good chance that Waynes will be gone, just based off he won't be able to sign him. Alright, so I think that will hurt the Vikings, but I think
I like that, yeah.
I really like the idea
He said enough to warrant the flag. It was close though.
of Holton Hill being the guy alongside Rhodes.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle.
And great punt there by Dixon. Back Sherrills up to the 20 and he returns it to the 30 to the 36.
18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take
As Zeke Cousins' numbers look pretty impeccable, but you can't dismiss those horrible sacks and the strip sack early in the game that led to the Seahawks' first points.
In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases.
And I'm really curious about Mackenzie Alexander's future in the Vikings. He's been so off and on.
Other than the extra point, that's it.
But shotgun is Cousins. Down to his right. Has a clean pocket. Throws it strike to the right side. It's caught first down. I think they'll give him. There it is. It's Laquan Treadwell once again. His fifth catch. He's probably near 90 yards. Yeah, right at 90. Look at me.
Able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal.
Look at him just keep firing. The physics in this game is horrible. He was sliding down, but then there's a tackle, so the game's like, oh, it triggered the broken tackle animation. So then he instantly gets back up, and then breaks the tackle and almost goes backwards. But shotgun again for the Vikings. They'll be in the shotgun for the rest of the game, passing the football, because this is what Madden does in the fourth quarter when you're behind. Cousins looking, throws a strike underneath. It's Todd Rudolph. Because realistically, it's a 6-point game. You can run your offense however you want to. You do not have to pass every game. You can still do a 50-50 run to pass ratio. You're down by 6 with about 10 minutes to go in the game.
Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily.
Yeah.
Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
He was sliding to the ground, and all of a sudden he's getting tackled, and he's like, oh, I'm up.
Second and 6.
And it's funny because this is offline play. If that was online, it'd be like, all right, whatever. Cousins throws it, another one, first down. Adam Thielen stays in bounds, fights forward for a few more yards. Look at Thielen. See, that one looked pretty realistic there. That one looks pretty good. Just a little out route. He broke through the first tackle, then kind of ran out of bounds. That one looked pretty all right. 3 receivers, bottom of the screen. Stefan on the top. Dalvin do. Cousins right. He could easily run the football here. Just saying. 3-man rush for Seattle. But my God, Cousins has 3.5 years and he does nothing. And he takes a hit, throws it, and he's going to complete it again to Treadwell. What is this connection? Laquan Treadwell has eclipsed the 100-yard marker. Could you imagine if Laquan does this for the Vikings in any game the remainder of this year? That might win him a roster spot for next year. I still don't think the Vikings will pick up his option. But I could see a scenario where he gets a cheap 1-year deal.
2 big plays in succession.
And Chad Beebe going forward, I honestly think Chad Beebe looks like a young Adam Thielen. Shotgun Cousins. A touchdown here. We'll give him the lead. Oh, awkward pass, my God. We'll float out of bounds. And of course, since it's 4th down, the Vikings will pass 3 times from the 3-yard line. And will force us to kick a field goal, which will be sweet. But I really like Chad Beebe. I like what I saw in preseason a lot. He looks really quick and elusive, good route runner. And you saw him returning punts so much what we saw it from Adam Thielen when he was young. Now shotgun again is Cousins. He'll throw it again out of bounds. Looking for your boy Chad Beebe, who is, by the way, is hurt, but in Madden you don't really have a choice.
Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think?
And they should have ran the football, Madden.
I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
Because when you're down in the 4th quarter, Madden will just be like, all right, 2-minute offense, that's all you get. Bring your playbook. It's so annoying. 5-step drop. Cousins throws it. Diggs didn't look. Diggs open, said, whoops, I didn't look for the football, coach. And the Vikings look to kick a field goal, or I think should go for it.
Once the first incompletion happened, it's almost like they were committed to throwing the ball from then on.
And the offense does stay on the field here. Down by 6, a touchdown to tie. Rudolph, top of the screen, he's the man in the red zone. Cousins throws it, it's caught, but the ball comes out. They went to Rudolph, big hit, jarred it out.
So a tough pill to swallow there, a would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it?
I don't know. Looks like a catch to me. I think the touchdown. I think the catch was already there.
Except for the finish, you have to catch the ball.
I don't know about that, everybody.
Now ready to march out of the field. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Madden 19 is painful to watch. The simulations last year I used with Madden 18 were always fun. Always big plays. Fun to watch. Last week's was really good. If you want, you can, after this, you can watch a little highlight I did. It's about a 12-minute video of the highlights of the game. It was really fun. It was close. It came down to the wire. Back-to-back big drives for the Patriots and the Vikings right at the end of the game. A lot of fun. Good 2-minute drives. But still, 6-point game. Plenty of time left, too. Vikings really should have ran there with Latavius Murray a few times, but you know. And they run again. Oh, a big hit by Barbour, but he bounces off. Gets near the line of scrimmage again.
Just a gain of a yard there now.
3rd and 7. A really difficult place to be for the Seahawks.
Tough spot for the offense to be in, even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line. They got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection. Not a
3rd and 7 from the 6. Russell is out of the shotgun. Big time for a sack here for the Vikings. And the Seahawks knew that the play action throws it to wide open, down the sideline, to the 40, near the 45, to the 47.
It's a big play on 3rd down for the Seahawks. 41 yards.
Could just sit on it here. Could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the
I think it looks good this year. It's the hit stick. Yeah, it's probably about right.
Now they've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker.
Is it 84 Dixon? No, that's there. That's the punter. What am I looking at?
Has him all the way out near midfield.
Yeah, Ed Dixon. That's what I'm looking for. Isn't that what that is? Yeah, it's Ed Dixon. This year he's got 6 receptions for all 106. I think he's got that all in this game.
Way forward to about the 48-yard line. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure
2nd and 9 from the 48. And plowing up the middle. Close to another 1st down, but he got stuffed just short. 3rd and short upcoming. Under 6 minutes to go in this game. Up by 6 at home. The winner is in the driver's seat for the playoffs. The Seahawks are currently the 6th seed. The Vikings are on the outside looking in.
Last level being the secondary.
That being said, the Vikings win out. They'll probably win the division.
And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
3rd and 1 from 44. Under center is Russ. He'll do a 5-step drop, throws it wide open underneath play. But it's fumbled! The big hit by Gideon knocks the ball out, recovered by Anthony Harris. And the Vikings are set with a 40-yard line.
Right there, that's a combination of coaching
Boom!
Execution and absolute belief.
Look at Gideon. The run-stuffing linebacker, usually not even on the field on third downs. Out of Michigan, the second-year linebacker laid the wood, knocking the ball out to give the Vikings another chance on offense. There's your hit stick, Alexander.
Rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind him, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time, but you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
This time they'll be
First and 10 from the 40. Cousins out of the shotgun. The Seahawks blitz 5. He'll throw underneath to Rudolph. The play that should have been the touchdown. This time Rudolph catches it. Gain of 6.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm.
That's something Madden gets right? I guess so. Madden lucked out on that one.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that.
Second and 4. 5 minutes to go in this game now. From the 46. Down by 6.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion. So
Vikings line up 4 wide receivers. I love the Vikings if they ran the ball a little bit here. But instead, line up with 4 wide. Diggs, top of the screen.
Now
Cousins throws it, strike, it's stealing. First down. What a throw, what a catch.
That one goes for 24 yards. So first and 10 now from the 30.
First and 10 from the 30. We're around 4 minutes to go. Down by 6. Vikings. Kirk Cousins has time. Throws it to the right side. It's caught. Thielen again. First down at the 15.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's
besides for that 3 incomplete passes near the goal line, Cousins has been fantastic this fourth quarter.
Over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything.
No, I doubt it's from NFL films. I know it's not half-way realistic. I bet it's just random sounds from their interns. The chatter from the on-field is so horrible. Dalvin Cook's under. They'll actually run the ball here. Holy cow, it doesn't work at all. Loses a yard even.
Back to the 16.
Dalvin used to have a 100-yard game almost, actually.
It'll be second down.
That's a tough one right there.
Because I thought about turning the commentary off. The way Madden is built, if you don't have the commentary, it sounds actually worse. Because on the field, that the fans chatter and the players and the refs and whatever, all just sounds so generically bad. Second and 11 from the 16. Under center, Cousins, Dalvin, 7 yards behind him. They'll give to Dalvin again. This time he cuts back, spins into a Seahawk. He had the hole but didn't want it and loses a yard. He spun away from the hole.
And on the stop defensively. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner.
That was a pretty well blocked up play. Dalvin could have ran for 3 or 4 at the very least. Then spins away and gets tackled by the corner. Second time you see him do it in this game. Now it's 3rd and 11.
Now I know I've said this before, but you know.
Yeah, the crowd sounds do sound dated. A lot of this game is dated though. Cousins looks in the pocket, 5 wide, throws it! Incomplete. Do the Vikings go for it on 4th down again? Looking for Diggs.
To contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Diggs went for that one-handed catch, but didn't quite have that one down. That's a really tight window on 3rd and long to go for. And then Dan Bailey trots out on the field, but just cleaning the offense is on the field. Just little things like that is why Madden's horrible. But I was shocking his Cousins, 4th and 11. Seahawks blitz 4. Cousins has time. He has all the time in the world. He could step up to the pocket. He'll throw it. It's Diggs somehow caught it on the sideline. What a catch! And even better, what protection by the offensive line. I thought Cousins was going to walk into another sack, but just enough time. Had 3 years in the pocket and threw it to Diggs, who tiptoes on the sideline. Does the smooth criminal lean on that one.
To draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4.
Now again, 1st and goal from the exact same spot, the 3. Cousins stepping up into the pocket. He'll throw it to Rudolph. Touchdown! This game is a PAT away for the Vikings' first lead since the first quarter. What a magnificent drive that was by the Vikings. Look at that last second adjustment by Rudolph.
Thrown to Jordan Reed at tight end for the last few seasons, and now they've moved to Minnesota. He has Kyle Rudolph, who may not be quite as athletic as Jordan Reed, but still has excellent hands and knows how to make.
That's the guy the Vikings need to get into the game more in real life.
Attack on the extra point.
People talk about the Vikings not having that number 3 option in the receiving game. We've seen that. That's not a lie. But we do. It's Kyle Rudolph, and the Vikings just haven't been using him as much as I would like. And a combination of Dalvin Cook is all the talent you need. I like Laquan, but I think he's basically, even if I think that Laquan has the talent to be a solid receiving option, not maybe a first-round pick caliber, but whatever. He didn't pick himself in the first round. It's not his fault. But I think he can be a solid receiver, but I think the Vikings have squandered their chance. And Alder Robinson is okay, but oh, come on. He's got 2 touchdowns because nobody knew who he was in this first game, and that's been basically it. He's been okay from time to time, but definitely not a good number 3. Maybe a number 4. He's fine there, but it's Kyle Rudolph and Dalvin Cook. Dalvin out of the backfield after Diggs or Thielen cleared out space for him to run, and then Rudolph middle of the field to be wide open. But we've seen Russell Wilson be one of the most clutch quarterbacks already in his young career. Down by just a point, going against one of the best defenses in the NFL. Just over 2 minutes to go of all 3 timeouts. That's like an entire half for Russell Wilson. Look for Russell to run if he has to, scramble around in the pocket. Of course, these are things that would happen in real life, not in Madden, because Madden's trash. And look for those big bombs. But shotgun is Russ. Vikings blitz 4. Russell scrambling. He could run if he wants to. Nobody in the vicinity. He will. And slides. And that will bring us to the 2-minute warning. Yeah, Aldrich is like, yeah, he's okay. Definitely not great. Definitely not better than Jarius, right? And he's the same type of receiver.
As we march toward a conclusion, they come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
I mean, when teams are trying to double both Diggs and Thielen and just kind of giving attention to the number 3 receiver, yeah, Robinson will get some easy receptions. That's for sure. But he's by no means great. Well, the Seahawks could win this game with a field goal. They went with 4 receivers. Russell out of the shotgun, looking, and will throw it underneath. It's caught inbounds. They'll complete the clock running. They'll lead up to the line of scrimmage. No huddle yet. Tempo now. Vikings line up in looks like man coverage, cover 2 defense, and the Vikings will blitz off of it. Russell will throw underneath again. It's completed for a couple. Gain of 5. They need to get about 30 yards to get this field goal. Russell out of the shotgun again. 4 receivers again. He'll throw underneath again. Be a first down again. Curse was trying to chip the ball out. He couldn't. Dixon again has been so good this game for the Seahawks. Now there's a glitch where you could get an offsides call when you go no huddle. Does not work. Look at Daniel Hunter going nowhere. And that time it was batted away by McKenzie. Making a good play on the Seahawks. Probably #1 receiver Doug Baldwin. That being said, Lockett is leading in all receiving categories as Madden has a seizure. Second and 10 from the 47, right around midfield. They're in Vikings territory, minute 16 to go, all 3 timeouts. Second and 10. Vikings, blitz 4, cover 3 zone. Russell could run if he wants to. Look at Eric Kendricks, and he'll make Russell run out of bounds. So just threw it and got back to the line of scrimmage, but instead he'll just run out of bounds. God, Madden is trash.
I don't get why a quarterback under duress who has a chance to get rid of the ball and save the yardage keeps it and runs out of bounds. Instead of an incomplete pass and no loss of yardage, it's a 3-yard loss.
3rd and 13 from the 50. A huge play upcoming for the Seahawks. Here he comes. Vikings blitz 7. Russell throws behind it. 1st down and more. Into Vikings territory and field goal range. The Vikings will have to be forced to call their first timeout.
Just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Cold-blooded.
Defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play.
Under center, high formation, they'll run to the right side. He gets tackled, good run defense by Anthony Bard, tackles him right at the line of scrimmage. Vikings will have to call their second timeout. They have 1 more, 59 seconds to go in this game.
That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Yeah, I don't think many quarterbacks would in real life, Alexander. Yeah, look at that sponsorship. Madden 19 using actual Gatorade on the field.
As we resume action.
Second and 10 from the 27. Pistol formation for Seattle. Another run to the right side. He has a hole. There's a flag on the play. Probably holding. A block in the back. You don't really see that on outside zones, but I'll take it, I guess.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
And that will move the Seattle to a much more difficult field goal attempt. It would be from 56 for right at the 31. So now they might be forced to pass here, and it looks like that's what they're going to be. 4 wide. And Russell the pass here. They set up a screen. They get it. They got more than they needed. A big hit. Vikings will call their last timeout. 3rd and 9 from the 26. From here to be a 51-yard field goal for basically the win. They could run the ball here, run the clock down. The Vikings will have about 10 seconds to do something after a field goal attempt.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down.
3rd and 9. To be in the driver's seat, the Seahawks are going to pass. Russell will throw it. He's wide open. There he goes for the touchdown. Was that the right play, though? Was that the right play? And it looks like what a clever play to get the Seahawks more. They don't chance the field goal. Yeah, Russell Wilson just get the touchdown. But now the Vikings have 40 seconds. And now they have a chance to get a touchdown when they could have just ran the ball, basically ran the clock out and kicked the field goal. Now cream soda is underrated. But instead the Seahawks will go for the 2 points to make it a full 7-point game. Russell out of the shotgun, he'll run and throw it out of bounds. So a touchdown for the Vikings in 42 seconds. Can they do it? We'll have to see.
He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But
there's really no Vikings in that area. The Seahawks just ran a horrible route.
There's not any extra field.
My God, does Pete Carroll look horrible.
And that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Is Kirk clutch? Well, we saw in the Packers game a few clutch throws. I think Kirk in his career has a few comebacks. Last week in Madden, we saw quite the comeback in this time of the game. No timeouts, 42 seconds. The Vikings franchise quarterback coming out on the field. Diggs, Thielen, Treadwell have been fantastic this fourth quarter. They need the touchdown. Touchdown wins it. They'll be in the driver's seat for the playoffs, the chance for the division, week 17. Let's go. But if you mean, does Kirk have the clutch rating on yes in Madden? I don't believe so.
Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure?
On shotgun, the Seahawks will only blitz 4. Cousins throws it. It's almost picked on the first play. Almost picked off on the first play. Wagner, the best, probably the best linebacker in the game right now. Got a hand on it.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had, because those haven't been great.
Second and 10, 38 seconds now.
That could finish things off for them.
They need chunk plays, preferably out of bounds. All 3 studs in this game, top of the screen, Rudolph on the bottom, Cook in the backfield. Seahawks blitz 4. He'll throw it underneath to Rudolph. A horrible decision there. If you're going to throw it short, throw it out of bounds. But instead, he pick up a couple. 3rd and 3 upcoming. 30 seconds. The clock's moving. 28, 27, 25. A horrible play there. 24. Clock's still running. Cousins will have to throw it out of bounds. A tumbling catch by Thielen. And he did get out of bounds and picked up the first down. 20 seconds from the 37-yard line. Thielen's now at 75 yards in the game.
How about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can.
Good play by Thielen. Rolling out of bounds before he can get down by contact. Look at that ball just stick to his hands and not to roll at all.
Line of scrimmage, the
37-yard line. And you go all the way downfield. 3 receivers, bottom of the screen. Looks like maybe a Hail Mary here. And no, they'll do a run play, but Dalvin, for no reason, what a horrible play call. Madden is trash to never play this game. The Vikings will spike it.
And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
This game is trash.
Able to complete it. Now just 6 seconds remain. Time for one.
6 seconds.
More plays.
God. Third and inches, doesn't matter though. 6 seconds, probably the final play of the game. 3 receivers, bottom of the screen, Diggs on the top. Seahawks blitz 3, Cousins throws it, middle of the field. 1 second remains, incomplete, 4th down and inches, but also game of the line.
One final shot now. I'm not even sure you can get it to the end zone though from this distance.
That's going to take as much
Miracle part 3.
You actually have to plan for the contingency. Maybe you're playing a tip Try and get someone down who can tip it up and keep it for your own team and try and get to the end zone that way.
Down by 5. Need a 54-yard bomb.
Down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Everybody's bottom of the screen. Stephon at the top. Alden Robinson's the touchdown guy. All the way at the bottom. Seahawks blitz 3. Cousins blocks it deep. And it is picked. Seahawks ended it in style. Game over.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
Well,
you're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones.
That was the game.
But at the end of the game, when you
But since y'all are here,
5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on, and that last
I think I'll play one quick game. I'll only play an offense because playing defense is so boring. But for everybody that stayed through this whole time, I think you guys deserve a little something. So we will do a repeat. I'll give you guys the dubs probably. So I play all pro. You might see me rage, by the way. I play all pro and only offense. So I have to rely on the Madden controlled god awful defense. And we gotta get the dub that way, boys. And we'll play with the same conditions. Let's go in style. Look at these ads in Madden. What a great experience. Well, you can get 30% off for just playing Madden 19. What a great deal, everybody. I'm really glad we're getting ads for the... This has got to be the only game that actually has legit ads. Oh yeah, Madden AI has been horrible. To be fair, there's not many games with good AI. So there's that.
Coach, we are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Century.
All right, so custom play calling. We're playing only offense. About a 90% chance of the Seahawks get a touchdown on the first drive. Oh, we get a field goal, so we're in good position here.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to
zone runs is the way to go. And they're wide, so it should have worked out pretty good. And he goes to the right, so it should have worked out very well.
This is Dalvin Cook, and they're able to get this one across the 30.
And the game looks so much better when someone's actually controlling it, too. I like spacing. I like this play a lot.
To know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense, but
if they're blitzing it, basically if that little linebacker there on that weak side blitzes, I'll throw it to a slant, but he didn't, so I'll throw it there. Holy cow, is that a horrible throw.
And what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift.
I get 30% of Gillette razors. And isn't that why we buy Madden at the end of the day? To get advertisements thrown at us?
And create space for his runner.
That won't work. I don't think that would work either. I also hate how you just cannot do play actions if you're the Vikings. You'll just get instantly sacked. Not the best play in that situation, but it should be good enough for a first down, and it is.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Because I really only like drag routes if it's man-to-man. But again, they're giving me zone coverage again. I can tell because where they're positioning themselves. So I'd rather just run against zone.
Using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to football.
And by the way, this is my playbook, by the way. I like this play, not because it ever goes where I want it to. So I wanted this to be a play where I throw it to Diggs, but he's almost never open on it. And instead I check it down to Treadwell.
It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third.
Then we'll go to my favorite third down play. Alright, cover 1.
We talk about finding the soft spot.
Sorry about just hitting my mic there.
How do you make sure they don't find the soft spot?
Probably have Dalvin open.
Tough to do because what they normally will do
I'll just throw to I hope they gave me forward progress, alright. But sometimes if you break a tackle, they can just be like, alright.
But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cut in that direction,
you're down wherever you
I don't think it's
fell
a
down.
surprise they're throwing the football early. We
Oh, dang it.
that they told us
I do kind of still just want to rush right where he's blitzing. And I know he's obviously blitzing there. Okay, it's on the right play. So just do it down a slant. I saw the safety come up. I knew he was going to do it. I knew he was going to blitz, but I thought since he was right there, I thought Thielen would just be able to get an easier block. So that's what I was going there for. Oh, they're going to blitz here and take a shot.
That was second down throw for Cousins. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
Oh, come on, it's a PA. He's all over me. This game's trash. Okay, so I like PA jailbreak screen quite a bit too. Let's do fade out. I just like to limit myself to plays that I know work most of the time, only some of the time, so the game's not boring to watch. So there's other plays that are pretty good. That's a good Thielen play. I do need to get my run game back to going. That's probably not going to work out pretty well at this play. We have a zone this way. I'd rather do it this way. See, Madden said don't do that, but I knew it was going to be open. I notice when the AI versus AI, there's always been broken coverage on the computer screen when the quarterback scrambles. Yeah, they're pretty bad at that.
Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice, you go through your offensive script.
I like the idea of Treadwell there. I probably should have given him a jump ball. On the old L1 on that one.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Now Cook.
Yeah.
He dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
I don't want to settle for field goal though. I might have to.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try to defend on third down.
I really don't mind the idea of fading it to Treadwell there. Especially when he's wide open, and they don't even cover him. They didn't even cover him. Look at how awful that spike animation is in Madden.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as.
All right, Alexander, feast your eyes on this pro Madden play. I realize near the line of scrimmage. I think they're blitzing. Nope.
A first down throw for Cousins. And nearly picked off.
I probably should just ran there. I realized near the line of scrimmage there's like 7 guys in the box. Causing me a blitz.
At this time, I asked you what your Thanksgiving plans were. So
there we go. Alright, spread out again.
I'm going to ask you again, what are you doing for Thanksgiving this year?
Trying to figure out exactly what time I kick everyone out of my house.
Hell, that Bauer. That little Bauer run by Cook.
Oh, come on. Your mother-in-law is coming in. It's going to be a great time at the Davis household.
But she can stay as long as she wants. She's family. But everyone else,
get out.
They have an expiration time.
What about the dogs?
50-50. Depends on how they act that day.
Well, when things go awry, you can just get in the car and head out.
Run again.
Because you got a game that weekend.
I certainly do. I will be headed to
whole bad decision.
that Sunday. Looking forward
Only game to guard. Do you play Madden? All Madden online?
I'm not jesting about. Hurry up and get out. But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front.
I do play Madden online, but it feels boring.
Enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more and snuffed out the play.
Okay, I guess I'll just run past the football and stop touching it.
This is marked out at about the 3-yard.
There we go.
So this offensive head back out there already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They were forced to punt last time.
They need to run here.
Sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot. Great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
You have to be okay at the gain of 2.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Still looks like zone.
Cousins.
Oh, how did he catch that? Oh, did the old jump ball. Figured that'd be a good safe play. I really wasn't expecting him to catch it. Take it though. My God, his defense horrible in Madden.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line.
This is why this is so hard. You just have no room for error.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to
Do a little no huddle action, huh?
35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. First down. Here's Cousins. He'll find Thielen work in the middle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Nah, that's wrong now.
From the gun, here's Cousins.
Oh, nice catch, Diggs.
It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to
All
play
right.
defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands.
Tight end post.
Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle.
Man, I don't want Thielen to Treadwell to be my damn deep
After the
guy.
second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw is Cousins.
Oh, Treadwell.
And he's going to get this down to the
I think that was like cover 3, maybe cover 4, because he was really far deep. Yeah, he was just covering the deep ball. So I had to do L2 there to throw it low. That's kind of like how you throw a back shoulder in Madden.
First and 10.
Yeah, I should have a hole if I wanted to run.
Handoff comes to Cook. And an alley to run.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one and another first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Cousins on first down.
Clear him out. Run forward.
And he'll get it down.
Treadwell looks amazing in Madden. I just use him right. You just got to use him right. That's all it comes down to.
Make this a second down.
He's just a big body receiver. He's not going to blow past people. You got to use him right.
I think what we're seing here.
I'm probably going to do this out with Thielen, because it looks like cover 1 man. Nope.
With equal proficiency.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
I really want to milk this clock as much as possible, but I also don't have much of a choice.
Cousins.
Who's there? How does he go through 2? Why not at least run around him? I'm gonna get this to a 2-minute warning.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back to
all right, now we're using our the 2-minute drill playbook. But I don't mind using Treadwell there. Oh, it's all spread out there. But Treadwell might be open here. Nope. Again, let the clock wind down as much as possible.
5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now. 3rd and goal.
Loudest roar ever recorded.
Hey, we're good. Make it hot.
Throwing is Cousins.
I didn't have much of a choice. I wish Diggs would just went backwards a little bit instead of standing right there. I had to throw him a jump ball. No, I had no other choice. Nobody else was open.
Tough go for him. These guys been driving down the field.
I chose the wrong play.
Once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, That's going to lead to a
That's alright. I get the ball back at the end of the second half. Hopefully I chewed enough clock down. Of course I didn't.
This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the third.
It looks like
Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. Now Cousins. The left side caught by Diggs. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
You can see the time.
Now I wish I could do a play action and not feel like I'm going to get instantly sacked, but that's probably what's going to happen.
But you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Alright, yeah, okay, the game will let me hike it.
Cousins. He's going to look deep down the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And it's third and short.
Alrighty. What do we do on...
Tried to spark something.
I don't mind Zeandre. It's a good little play.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
I don't see why this wouldn't work. They're so spread out.
On third down, it's Cook. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
Are you telling me it's not a first down? This game's trash.
A few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. Quick throw that's complete on the inside side.
That was a really risky play, though.
A few inches, but still some anxious moments there. But they do convert on fourth.
Man. There's nobody deep over there.
On first and 10, Cousins. Buying time to his left. And he
there we go.
to avoid the
You consistently play action. I just don't like it with the Vikings O-line. Do you use the Vikings when you do that? Because I just get sacked too often. It's not like I hold on to the ball too long.
Through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Now Cousins.
How do you get ankle tackled like that, dude?
But that's enough to move the chains.
Well, if you do
guy want to run after the catch bad. There's nobody else. They're blitzing even. Man to man. That was a perfect play call. Getting credit for a good tackle, but still. I really should be running the ball more often.
12 yards there as they move the chains.
That was good, tough running right up the
Sorry about using the same run play over and over. Oh, it's the one that works over and over. I'm not going to use it.
That's often the end result.
They run again on first down. Cook.
I just ran up the hole. I thought I had a better cut back that way.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play.
I like this play design so much, but so rarely works.
Pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Especially when they're basically begging me to run.
Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
I do use the Vikings, but it's a completely different roster because it's Ultimate Team. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, that's a different story. So you are an Ultimate Team guy? Because I just think it's way too much of a grind. I like Madden Mobile, and that's the same thing, but it just makes so much more sense in a mobile game to grind that much. I just cannot do it.
They said there is no adjustment until they slow us down. Keep going at them, keep handing them the football.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Do we have a better play here? Nope.
Cousins.
Did I get the first down with that dive?
Good enough to keep the drive moving.
Oh, yeah, did not have a good play call there. Oh, just cover one. Oh. That is probably my favorite red zone pass play. Because if it's man-to-man, and there's a blitz off the edge, so it looks like Thielen's the play. It looks like cover one with the blitz.
To throw, Cousins.
And that to be open. Woo-hoo! That's how you do it, boys.
Adam Thielen.
Can our defense do anything? Oh my God, we have a lead.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense.
My defense did something? You like using Tampa 2? I like cover 3.
They start the drive.
What the hell was what was Rivers doing? He just ran the wrong way.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was
What play I want? Yeah, play action jailbreak.
They'll break the huddle, come up on
I love this for the
2nd and 8
Vikings. So you have Treadwell to get that initial block, then you have the quick lineman to get it in there.
Cousins now. It's complete to Diggs.
Oh, break that. Oh. I have to go for long a lot. But it's usually at least works a little bit, and that's what's great about it.
Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both
I was called as a screen feller. Well, I don't have the. I want spacers here.
Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation. And all of a sudden you've got a better matchup.
Yeah, Treadwell.
Now and then the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open.
Because cover 2, if it's just cover 2 man, that's what you mean. You can just do slants on that. That works out well. You can't throw it deep, so I guess online that's a pretty good idea because people just love to throw it deep.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 45.
And also you can do the middle of the field, the tight end.
First down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick. He's been decisive. And he's been
the middle of the field should be open if I can block it.
Off the play fake, Cousins.
I probably shouldn't have lobbed it.
He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in
cover 2. Oh, they're blitzing again.
That is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver.
Oh, that was too late on that. That was a bad play by me. I switched to a slant, and I knew it was going to happen. I just.
Before the defender does.
Going on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why.
Alright, I should have a nice hold there. If Tom Compton wasn't the literal definition of trash.
For shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But
I haven't done this play in a while. I'll allow myself to do it again.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this.
So when you see cover 2 on this play, the middle of the field should be open, so Thielen or Rudolph should be wide open. And I usually like to get that little wiggle out of it, so it's just a deep shot.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd.
And Treadwell is usually the safe route. And I like to do L2, so you throw it short, so that will make the tight end to dive for it. It's usually safer. He'll avoid the big hit.
It really was, wasn't it? That was likely one where.
But I have to make sure I'm not too crazy here, because I want to make sure I at least kick a field goal. I'm just gonna run up the middle. And by the way, I don't have David Morgan healthy in this game.
On the carry, it's Cook. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to.
There we go. Another back-to-back good runs. Let me go.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up.
Alright. I like the idea of this bench, but
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was.
It doesn't work right, man. I like the idea you can just, it's like double phase almost. Alright, looks like cover 1.
At this rate.
Cousins to throw it.
That play took way too long to develop. I don't think that's a good red zone play.
Well, there's still time to rectify.
I had too many people bunched up in the same area.
They took a sack on 1st and goal, but that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Oh, you get big fan of that play there. Why not? We'll do it. Number 1.
They're going to look to throw.
Oh, I had him. If I didn't throw it deep, if I didn't do L1 and try to do a jump ball, as well as just trying to be too safe. Nice. That's what do the exact same play if I press the button too fast.
They stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Jesus Christ, the offensive line's garbage. But I'd be okay taking a field goal.
They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play pass.
That's not the play I wanted though. I wanted to throw it middle of the field
You have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm.
and get that one-on-one coverage, but this playbook's just trash. But defense is good, so.
Both offenses have been
I want to do halfback stretch more often, but it's usually just not set up good.
And out now come the Vikings.
And I like going to the left side a lot better when I have David Morgan. But we'll do it for once. Yeah, see, it's just not set up well. I want to do outside runs on the Vikings, but just not set up well against the Seahawks. They're just I don't have the good numbers against it. Well, they're set up so wide, and it's just nickel in this scenario. Or if I just get blocked those 2 linebackers, it's so easy to pick up 7 or plus yards.
More than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Vikings on 3rd down.
And they've been loving this cover 1. They've been loving blitzing here.
This will be 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Cousins.
Good thing I had protection so I could get that second window to throw to.
And he gets this one just shy of the
Because I think it was cover 2, cover 3, I think. Yeah, the 2 linebackers there. Yeah.
And it's a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked.
I also like this play. Just play action, throw it back to your running back. Works very well when you have a good pass catching running back. But Diggs single covered top of the screen. Might have to throw to him.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg.
I throw to him because those 2 are both covered. And I think Thielen was probably the better option there.
The catch at 2nd and 8.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter, it's a good running back dive play.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
If Compton knew what he was doing and just blocked somebody instead of just standing there, I probably would have had like 20 plus yards.
Still about 3 yards shy of the
Here's
first
spacing.
down.
Here's a play I like.
Now it's 3rd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears.
Oh, that was dangerous. He was in the lane. Could have easily been a pick 6.
Brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
1st down. Here's Cousins. Firing quickly.
I'll see him all taking a shot to Diggs there. But I really want to crank this clock down.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
What's that looking like? Eh.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins.
That block.
Into the hands of Thielen, complete. 7 catches for
Solid, methodical. That's how I do it. Up next year, the Vikings draft things. We get a few linemen. Yeah, I love it that the Vikings a combination of draft a lineman in the 1st and 2nd round, a guard, and then sign a guard. That'd be great.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here.
Good time to take a shot here. Oh, why is it Treadwell? I'm going to throw it deep to Treadwell.
At this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Cousins now on second down.
Oh.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Dig wasn't really wide enough to do what I wanted.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past.
They're doing a lot of zone here. So the plays that I want to run aren't really there. That should be there.
That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
On third down. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring
30.
up fourth down.
It makes it a 7-point game.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence,
All
a
right.
little bit of momentum.
What's up, top funkers? How's it
Now and then
going?
you can actually tackle that guy.
Hey, our defense made a play. What is this?
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the
Let's do play action on first play.
their own 20-yard line.
They haven't hit Dalvin.
Offense now heading out to take over.
But instead, let's see what the safety does. I have to keep the digs.
They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping
And it
for
clears it out a little bit.
hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking.
I'll take 18.
You're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead. And
Use ham.
That doesn't work too well for most teams.
Alright, where's the ham play?
Run what you do best.
That looks like there isn't none. So there's not a ham play in the whole
Try to increase your lead
in the
big
whole
way.
playbook.
Best way to do it, touchdowns.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now a run with Cook. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the
Wide
bait
trap.
and move laterally.
Well, that fake kind of
and
worked.
open up a crease
I mean,
so
I
they
thought
can
it
run
did.
through. Didn't happen on that play.
Second down, Cousins. Over the middle.
Hey, your boy Treadwell again. Is that ham?
And he'll be taken
I tried.
down, but not
I mean, yeah, look. Gonna do the entire playbook. Look at Treadwell, 5 for 59.
Minnesota first.
And by the way, this isn't a simulation for anybody just now joining. In the simulation, the Vikings lost by 5.
But this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings,
Oh.
slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But
I really want to take a shot.
Still within a possession.
Their safeties are
have to find a way to throw it
are just right around the line of scrimmage.
To throw is Cousins. He's going to loft one deep left.
Oh, that's why we take a shot. This is why we take a shot. That's for you, to Blunkers.
Vikings.
That's why we take a shot.
So this offense will head back out there already in excellent field position thanks to the interception.
Do we have a fullback drive? I want to get your boy Ham involved.
And they'll try
Look at Ham with that block. That was your Ham play. I should have just ran there. I passed there.
Time for a break.
All right, boys.
Back to finish this one off after this. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're
This
just
shouldn't work. They got too much outside contain.
Get out of here with a victory.
Oh my God, it's gonna work. Woohoo!
Into the end zone, touchdown Minnesota.
Good thing in leg.
Great play there. Taking it in from
All right, boys. Look at that dub. Just that easy. Too easy. This is why I'm the best ever at Madden.
And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
Boy.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
Different flow from progressive. All right. Look at my quarterback play. Huh? 132.4 rating, 29 for 38, 289, 4 touchdowns, no picks. One of my best games, 76% throwing. That's basically a perfect game for Vikings fans. And yet, you still got about 30 carries for Dalvin for 158, 5.6 and a touchdown. You take that for Dalvin. Ryan Diggs, 9 for 64. Thielen with the bomb, and 8 for 106. Treadwell, 5 for 59. Rudolph, 3 for 19. There's your boy CJ. See, I got on the ball. I got your boy CJ. 2 catches, 16. And Reef and Compton were horrible at left side of the lines. Pretty bad. And defense, and Neal had 2 sacks. Jaron had a half. And he shared one with Richardson. Interception from Mack and Rhodes. Defense was making plays, you know. We didn't return a single kick. We did have a 2-yard punt return. Good job, Sherrills. I'm proud of you. How good did Lockett do? Why do we care about Seahawks players, my guy? Lockett 5 for 56 and a touchdown. Baldwin 8 for 113. Oof. Ed Dixon, the guy that destroyed the Vikings in the simulation. Much more realistic in here. Sure how they got all their yards. I really don't know how they got all their yards. 13 for 37, 7 for 30. Then Russ, 24 for 45. Yo, I know CJ Ham's such an underrated player, Doug. He isn't quite as cool as Thielen, so the media doesn't talk about the Minnesota homeboy CJ Ham, or even Marcus Sherrills, or Tom Compton, or is there anybody else? That's all I can think of. "45 minutes from Detroit Lakes or Mankato?" Detroit Lakes, alright. It's pretty neat. Well, boys, I think they'll just about end it. I don't always do a game by myself after, but this one I thought I had to, since we had some new people that haven't seen me in Madden a whole lot. How you guys would like it? And I think I'm a better, more realistic representation of the Vikings, regardless. So I think you guys can agree that was a little more entertaining than the actual game. But if y'all want to punch that subscribe button and also subscribe to PewDiePie, I'm fine with having the 9-year-old PewDiePie army subscribe to me as well, though. And I stream every week before the Vikings game, and I do all my little breakdowns before the game. I'll go in. I do all my news videos throughout the season too. So stay tuned for that. I had a good time. Y'all have a good time. Sometimes we have more. I streamed at kind of a weird time. If it was a normal Sunday night game, and if I'm not too busy in my personal life with college and everything, I would like to do my simulation on Tuesday. That seems like the best time for stream for other people to come in and join. But I'll try to make it as consistent of a schedule as possible. But otherwise, PewDiePie got more subs than he'll ever remember. Yeah. But yeah, if y'all want to hack printers to have them say subscribe to JDoZ, I would appreciate that quite a bit. But yeah, I think this will end the stream. I'll see you guys in the next JDoZ live stream, and a new video should be up tomorrow morning. See you guys then.